Dave Rock is one of Canada's most watched celebrities on YouTube, and he's a convicted pedophile. Who do your lovers think you are?
DavidsFarm lovers think I'm the god of cars and technical stuff.
And who do the Dave haters think you are?
A dirty pedophile like Michael Jackson is just trying to attract kids to the farm so I can rape and molest them. I actually wasn't imagining doing it with kids. There was just nobody else around at that point in time. I just filmed them masturbating. The touches that I did was touches that lasted 2 seconds, not even in an intrusive way to the genitalia, just while I was doing a close-up with the video. I wasn't trying to do sexual things with them. It was a combination of a distortion of my fantasy for pornography at that point in time to do a close-up shot of those children's genitals.
Are you a sexual predator?
I absolutely say no. Don't call me a pedophile, don't call me all those things. Call me a voyeur. That was what was wrong.
Final straw.
Well, Dave was right over top of me, and I undid the diaper, and I'm thinking, what the hell? So, and then he looks at Andrew's penis and starts, oh, look at him, he's just like me, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, oh my God. I put the diaper back on right away and said, you've got to go.
Both women say they believe they had put Dave Rock behind them. And then suddenly, one day, these videos began appearing on YouTube.
So this is a story about how Evelyn Van Beest stole my child. I have another lost son issue. Well, Anna and Robert stole my son from me when he was 3 months old. This can be yours. This is my reward money. Still, no one has identified where Andrew Van Beest lives.
I have had death threats. He had everybody convinced and manipulated, hello, I have sole custody, that I stole his son.
On it so that it would be protected from rust and dirt. Anyways, and then he said, you're putting the lube on the penis, and then when it came to putting the parts back together, he says, so now you take the penis and put it into the vagina.
But that was nothing compared to what he was about to tell us. He says he witnessed an incident he'll never forget. It happened on a weekend night when he and a bunch of underage kids had a sleepover at the farm. He says it's the reason he hasn't gone back.
The creepiest thing that I've most found uncomfortable is that night up there when he came into the room and the kids was like dancing around nude.
How many of you were there?
There was seven or eight of us.
Garrett says while some adults were socializing downstairs, Dave came upstairs to their room carrying a strobe light. He says kids were dancing and taking off their clothes. He says Dave watched as a 12-year-old danced naked under the strobe. But he says it got worse. When it was time for the boys to go to bed, that same 12-year-old ended up in bed with Dave Rock.
We were figuring out where we were sleeping. So me and my two other friends, we just sat in the chairs kind of. And after a while, there was a kid that went to bed and there was 2 spots left, Dave's bed and one more spot, so he slept with Dave. And after a while, the kid was moaning, and we're just like, okay, that's awkward. So we just said, forget this. We got up, walked away.
First time I let you go, you have to sit on my lap. This is hard because you're kind of a big kid.
It's an 11-year-old boy driving a car for the first time at the farm. Like one of the videos I watched was an 11-year-old boy driving one of your vehicles and he's sitting on your lap.
Don't hit the broadside of the barn!
If you're a convicted pedophile, you have no business ever driving around in a car by yourself with an 11-year-old kid sitting on your lap.
Chris Whitcroft was a Dave Rock disciple and an addicted YouTuber. He almost died at Dave's farm last year. This is the stunning video of Chris inside this Winnebago. It is a stunt gone horribly wrong.
The ceiling just came down and smashed me in the top of the head. My entire body was like on fire. It was just, it was like my brain wasn't even functioning.
Chris had broken his back. Watch as he lies in agony on the ground. He was in the hospital for 11 days. He believes with everyone trying to outdo each other's stunts on Dave's farm, sooner or later someone is going to die.
Okay, at home, kids.
If you're a parent and you let your kid go out there You're an idiot.
Chris says he is haunted by things he saw and tried to ignore. Did you ever feel uncomfortable when you saw teenage children, teenage boys out there?
Well, there's a couple times when I've seen some things that I just had to walk away.
He says he was shocked and concerned when he saw a naked Dave crawl into a hot tub with a 10-year-old boy and the boy's father. And we saw plenty of advertisers on Dave's channel. We were curious. Do these companies know their ads are displayed on a convicted pedophile's YouTube channel? We started making some calls and got lots of reaction. Thank you for bringing the situation to our attention, says Procter & Gamble. We were unaware of the background on this channel, and we're looking into the situation further. The company Team Buy says, I have requested removal of my ads from it and challenged YouTube to better monitor their content. None of the companies we called knew their ads were being seen on Dave's YouTube channel. YouTube may not have moved on the complaints about Dave from the public, but they are listening to their angry advertisers. And as the saying goes, money talks. They declined an on-camera interview, but we did speak to one of Google's top executives, Scott Rubin, over the phone.
We don't do background checks on partners, but we do terminate the accounts when it's not good for our advertisers. If you look back at his channel, you will see no more ads on it.
Finally, what everyone thought was a huge step. YouTube was cutting off revenue to the DavidsFarm channel. But Dave has other channels, like this one on YouTube Vlog. We continue to see ads. Ontario, Dave's Farm is on police radar.
It's the 3rd of September, and we have this many police officers, including a police block at the farm.
Recently, bylaw officers accompanied by police paid Dave a little visit, looking for bylaw violations. Dave, armed with a video camera, turned it into a new YouTube video.
The OPP is aware of David Rock and David Rock's farm, and we are in the process of ongoing investigations.
We spoke to Sergeant Dave Richter with the Ontario Provincial Police. You know, the people that are watching are thinking, what are the police doing about this guy?
We're doing what we can do to monitor the activity on Dave Rock's farm, some things that have been alarming to us. I wouldn't take my kids there. I wouldn't recommend my kids partake in the activity for their own safety.
All you haters out there, screw you. I'm back, and you don't scare me at all.
And none of this sits well with the people Dave calls his haters, who want to see him shut down.
Does a child have to die? Or does a child have to get molested before that farm is shut down?
And that's it for us tonight. If you have a story idea, just call us at 1-877-TEL-16-9 or visit our website at global16by9.com.